Here comes the 2CV. Despite being a 2CV, I think that one shakes the commentary box more than any other car as it comes past. It's a very unique machine.
drive shaft, I think. Gearbox, yeah.
You got some of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's leaking everywhere. Mate.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that smells like boss.
Darren Spooner, 205 will be present. Richard West and Philip West sharing the Ford Sierra 4x4, they'll be out there. Entries 57 and 757 respectively. Eric Corey in the 52 will be out. And
Okay, so clearly in that last video we were loading up and the meeting wasn't over, and there's a reason we didn't make it to the podium, and this is part of the problem. This is the back driver's side of the gearbox casing, which we had a catastrophic failure in heat 5 of the day, I think. So we done 5 runs on the wet hill. I spanned the tyres up in the cleaning box before the start line, and yeah, explosion. But if we jump up here, we can see the side of the box. If I just grab that, I should be able to see that crack there should definitely not be there. But yeah, it'll be quite interesting to strip the box and find out what actually failed on this occasion, because that's the first time in, well, since 2014 that we've had an actual gearbox failure. So yeah, quite surprised by that one, but it was being thrashed quite hard. So I promised you a quick look around the truck. So you would have seen, actually I'll probably insert it here, but yeah, so I chopped the wings off of a minibus in Black Torrington. So I'm in the middle of Devon, just chopped the side of a master off. So an update on the transporter. Finished one side of him. So this is one of those wings off the minibus. So it's just been fed and then extended out the back here. And the lights added in here. Still need to finish this section. So this section here is off of a Renault Master Mark 1 minibus up to this point, and then I sectioned the rear lights and added a panel in, and then built the return and this lot, and there's framework behind this lot, so it's really rock solid. And I really wanted to use original Master lights on the rear, so we've got those on there, and then to try and keep it a bit in keeping, we've got Renault 5 tail lights, so they're from the same sort of era. And we also did a lot of research and found that this suffix is a Norfolk-based plate, and it's probably around Norwich, I think. And the only people who were selling these then were Reliance Garage, who are still in trading now, and this was their logo at the time on number plates. And we had this made up by Retro Plates, who you'll find on Instagram. And it had this arrangement before, but I just remade it. So you just unbolt those, and then you can pull that out, and the ramps will come up. It already had the deck on it, so that's a 5mm aluminium deck that the previous Renault specialist put on it. We've chopped the original steels and then banded those by 2 inches. So we've now got these 215/65/16 Michelin Achilles on there, and these have been great, like really great to drive on. Yeah, much better than what we had on there before, which was some poverty commercial tyre. This is, interestingly, it's a summer tyre that they've made also suit rain, and it's also ice rated. So quite happy with that. We found some original Renault caps, and then the main reason for building the side on this truck was to get lockers on it. So it'd be much more useful, because it was just dead space underneath the load bed before. I'll probably put a photo in of what it was like before. So here on this section, we've got the fuel tank hidden away under this one. And on the other side, it's a full-length locker, which is just tools, which is pretty useful for us. It's full of jacks and axle stands and socket sets. And then yeah, this one we've just been using for camping and race gear. So we made it up with leftover bits of carbon. So this is carbon Kevlar, if we have a look in down here. And yeah, carbon Kevlar and carbon back sections. And then yeah, just a dead panel at the front if we wanted to make something behind that in the future. Should probably show you inside the cab as well. There's a few interesting bits in here. So also out of that minibus we picked up this side pocket, which is pretty useful. And if you jump up in here with me, we got the original panel onto the dash. Well, you saw the party light in one previous video, but I'll put in a clip in a minute of that at Chelmsford. We've got the iPhone mount here as well, straight onto the dash, because the speedo is wildly optimistic. If you're doing, it likes to cruise around 55 to 60, and at that point it's showing 70 to 75. So that's been pretty useful. And then yeah, we fitted that armrest, found a bunch of period stickers, which I'm quite happy with. And over this side, the Renault ones. We used a lot of Dynamat too, because there's a real resonance between 50 to 60 miles an hour, which annoyingly is the speed that it likes to travel. So this thing's absolutely jam-packed full of this now. And then the last thing that we got recently was this AA Cool Safe phone, which I'm quite pleased with, but I've yet to think of a place we can mount it that will show it off in all its glory. Oh yeah, and we've also got the muggy down here as well, which is pretty useful, because before we just had bottles rolling around the place. But yeah, quite like that. Shout out to those guys. Yeah, I think that's probably about it. I'll cut to a clip of the neons under the truck at Chelmsford. But yeah, good to have you along. Sorry we didn't bring you victory, but yeah, that's R&D, research and development, or race and destruction.